Cancellation. Recording. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Studio. Yeah. And, with stars countdown live stream. Cool. Boom. All right. Boom, 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 boom. Let's see here. Make sure this is. Oops, 60 minutes to go, kids. All right. Doot. Live. Okay. Boom. All right. Yeah, there I am. Sweet. All right. Cool. I'm gonna get this down at some point or another. Make sure I look somewhat, at least look somewhat professional, right? Doot. Okay. All right. It's gonna be weird because I'm looking over here and I'm talking over here. And all right, let's see. There's always just enough time between when I do these that I always forget all of the little steps. Let's see. So, hope you'll bear with me as we come to speed here. Okay, just gonna studio. Stream performance. I earned it. All right. Delete forever. Okay. Delete forever. Cool. And you as well. Delete forever. Cool. All right. All right, we're getting there. And shareable link. All right. Now to start spreading it around. Right. All right. Well, that's a terrible. I always wind up with the most terrible screen caps. Okay. All right. And then no posting. All right. Oh man, oh man. Okay. Substack. 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 Substack, baby. Substack, that's where it's at. Substack. Substack, baby. Is this going to lose me the all ages tag if I'm drinking a beer while I celebrate the final countdown of this thing? Final countdown live stream. Concrete hour of the cake. Save. All right. Doot. It's not for kids. Come watch a man talk to himself. Let's see. Dude. Your channel. Cool. All right. Looks like it's all working out. Now we wait for people. And now we wait. Boom. Oh, sweet child of mine. It has been a ride. 53 minutes to go. All right. Now we wait, and now we wait. Now we wait. Alrighty. And maybe some people will be fashionably late. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. I am looking forward to not having to get up every morning and ask myself what I need to do to promote the campaign. That is kind of the most exhausting thing about Kickstarter, is just having to constantly beat the drum. And just having to constantly think, okay, what haven't I talked about? What haven't I blasted? What haven't I broadcast about this thing just yet? Let's see. Yeah. No, I'm super proud of it. I am up. Hey. And hey, how's it going?
Hey. Good, how are you?
I'm all right. And how are you doing?
I'm good. Glad to know the Kickstarter went there.
Right? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I was nervous there about midway through. It's just like, oh crap. But no, this has just been hilarious. This is the first Kickstarter I've ever been a part of. I don't know, have you done many Kickstarters before?
Not any that I've organized myself, but I've been a part of some other anthologies that were Kickstarted.
Right.
So
Right,
yeah, stuff
right.
like that.
Oh, cool. But yeah, so you know that like usually like
Hmm.
the biggest chunk of your funding comes like the first week or whatever,
Right.
right? And then
Hmm.
it's like dead, dead, dead. Hey, Aaron, how's it going? Yep. So yeah, we were just talking about. This has been a weird Kickstarter. Like usually the majority of your funding comes like the first week or couple days, and then it's dead, dead, dead. Maybe like a little bit of growth over the course of it, and then you get like another little spurt towards the end. But like I don't know if y'all saw the chart that I posted. Like more than half of the funding came like in the last 10 days or so. So
Yeah.
which is great, yeah. But
Hmm.
it's just
Unusual.
defies what you usually expect.
Hmm.
So but yeah, what other anthologies have you been a part of?
Mm. I have been in a couple for Level Ground Comics, which is like a small press in Savannah, Georgia.
Hmm.
Um, one that was like they like hired. I went to SCAD, so they hired like SCAD students and whatnot. So that's how I heard about it at first. So I was in one of them in college, and then recently I applied to like another one they were hosting, and
Right,
that like was almost like sort of overlap in funding. So I was a little worried about it, but they both
right.
ended up this one and that one both ended up funding.
Right, right. All right, cool. Like, that's cool. Like, I've heard good things about SCAD a lot. Like, did you have a good time? So this anthology you're part of, is that like part of? Was that a SCAD thing, or is that like people you had met there?
It's people, yeah, like, I mean, they hire students to, like, edit and stuff, and
Yeah.
but they also have, like, the organizers are, like, sometimes alumni and whatnot.
Ladies and
Um,
gentlemen, hello everybody.
Hello.
Hello.
Hmm.
That's it. All right. All right. Well, cool. Like I was gonna say, any input? I mean, this is also your kind of opportunity to tell me what I could have done better. Like that. I'm always open to that kind of thing. Like, what was your? Yeah, like if you have any input, like your experience with level ground. Did you say it was called?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely, it was, like, both this one and their anthology, like, kickstarting stuff was run, like, a little different, but I
Okay.
feel
All
like
right.
I don't necessarily think it's like, oh, one one way of doing it was better or not.
Okay.
Like I think
Okay.
they since they're like a company, they
Hmm.
tend to
Hmm.
have like a bit more reach than just like
Sure.
a few people.
Sure.
So I think they might have even like s- spoken about it a little less and still like managed to hit the goal. But I think it's because they have like pretty good reach.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, and that's always kind of that's always the question, like how much do shout from the rooftops about it? Like
Right.
I think I know I'm always a little worried about overtaxing my audience, and people are like,
Mm.
God, is he still talking about that thing?
Like this is probably
Right?
the biggest push for one thing that I have done in a very, very long time, and I did know that I was going to be pushing my limits with that. Um, you guys hear me okay? Sorry, Nathan, you will
I,
me
I
here.
cannot. I cannot hear you.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
Can everybody else? Can
You're
everybody else hear Seamus okay?
slightly
Or
muted.
yeah, yeah. Like I can hear you a little bit, like, but you sound very quiet. No, not at all.
Oh. I wonder, do you think there's like, I know in like Discord you can sort of adjust individual people's like volume. Is that the same here?
That is.
Here, I'm just juicing my mic up to
Oh,
maximum.
there
How
we
does
go.
that
There we
sound?
go. Now we hear you. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. There we go. Yeah, I'm
Alright,
seeing it.
alright.
I'm seeing it live on the thing right now. Hello, everybody. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
It's still.
But finishing that thought really fast. So yeah,
Oh,
this is the
Seamus,
biggest I've
Seamus,
pushed
can
for a
you
while,
share
and I
yourself
did
up
worry
just a
about
little
getting
bit more?
obnoxious. In fact, no offense, Nathan. Like after this on my shorts, I'm going to be removing all the ads on YouTube. Like just I think that's fair. I'm keeping up our interview, but at the same time, I knew that. Like think about the point where you get uncomfortable with it. like you have to push past that to have any kind of impact with anybody. And the way that this rolled out is a perfect example.
Yeah. I mean, what is the saying I heard about advertising or something one time? It was, yeah, I can turn $1 into $1,000. I just never know which dollar that is.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the similar idea. Like, yeah, you never know which thing you do is going to actually, result in like the most funding, or what have you. So, you just kind of throw everything at the wall that you possibly can.
And if people get upset with that, they'd be upset
okay.
with any kind of advertising. So that's not your fault.
Yeah. No. It's, I wish I had a better idea. There's got to be a way to. I mean, I do have like links that I can see, like how many people clicked on this link, how many people can click on that link, and what sends, who clicks on what the most. But it's all. I mean, it does get a bit kerfuffled along the way as well, just because if like somebody shares a link, like goes to the like actual Kickstarter website and then copies the link from their URL thing and then uses that instead and all. I mean, then that, and then Kickstarter and don't hold it against them or anything like that, but Kickstarter does like to take the most credit for referring people to your project and stuff like that. So
Oh,
they
yeah.
will yeah, they will
You
they
didn't do
will
anything,
say
didn't
no
I?
like that. Yeah, right. So I mean, and it's a bit of a double-edged sword because you got the awesome pre-launch page, and where you can get people to get notified whenever whenever your Kickstarter launches, but then like Kickstarter takes credit for like all of those, if the people click on the link that they get via the email when you launch. So it's so it's a bit wibbly wobbly, but there's you can get a broad idea of what works and some ideas that are not, but yeah. And also, sorry if I'm being rude. Hello to everybody else who has just joined mid conversation and what have you. Well, let's see.
Hi
Yeah,
guys.
no, just doing a casual hangout kind of thing. Nothing really formal or anything. Just chit chat, get to see each other, and get to know like the people who the other people who contributed to this thing. It's great to actually see faces and connect connect faces with names and that kind of thing. Well, let's see. Let's
Yeah,
see.
I had to make myself presentable for this. Because I was off camera. Like
I
I
know, right.
infused.
You're looking gorgeous, darling. Let's see.
Aaron, I love your makeup. I wanted to say that really fast.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, looking very well put together, everybody. Beautiful people.
I don't know about you guys. I feel like I'm at that level where I'm like quietly satisfied. Like, yeah, you know that song "Congratulations" by Post Malone? That's how I feel whenever I've like done something. Like, I did it. Just mindlessly surf my phone for the rest of the night because I'm burnt out.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I'm looking forward to like staying off of social media for like maybe a couple days, maybe a week. Just.
I know I'm gonna have to build in a break because, like, on top of all of this, in the middle of all of this, when I was intending, my big priority was to promote this. My gaming channel got monetized in the middle of it because I didn't realize how big the Delta Room content was going to be. So I'm like, oh crap! Now I have to worry about two things.
Yeah, congratulations.
There's worse problems to have. There's worse problems to have.
Yeah, golden problem right there.
Golden problem.
Yeah, I had a similar thing where like the first couple weeks of this month when we were ramping up a lot of the advertising, I also got a rush layout job for a project. And so it's like, oh, I have 2 weeks to lay out all of these tabletop maps.
Nice. Live. Congratulations. Sorry, Mallory, were you going to say something?
Oh, yeah, this week especially, I went into overdrive on social media and reaching out to everybody I know and asking for money. And then yesterday morning when I checked the Kickstarter and we'd hit 100%, and it was just like, oh, thank God I don't have to do that anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I had a portrait gig last night, and I'm glad that I didn't have to spend, because I was there like 4 hours. I didn't leave until like 10:30. I'm glad I didn't have to spend the rest of the night like double checking my phone and worrying about that, because it was just a scab that I couldn't stop picking.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
No, totally. Like it's always that thing where like you like the first the first week of the Kickstarter, you're hitting that refresh button every 15 minutes because it's like that, it's that dopamine hit every time you do it, and it's just like, yeah, everything. But then like that middle part, the dead zone,
Yeah,
becomes like
I
the
hadn't
inverse
encountered
of
that.
that. It's like depresses you every time you check in on it.
And then it starts going back up. It's like literally that scene in Rick and Morty where he's like, I'm fine with this, I'm fine with this. Oh my god, I'm gonna live! I'm not okay with this!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guilty. Let's see,
I'm as guilty of that as
charged.
anybody. I'm just putting it out there.
Oh no, that is 1,000%. I will 100% own it. Like 2 weeks ago, I was like, I'm okay with this. Staring down the barrel of my first Kickstarter fail. Like it's okay. It's okay. The worst thing, like I had a whole plan for, okay, if it doesn't fund, I'll take a vote from the creators, see if we want to relaunch in January, all this kind of stuff, so yeah, no, I was 100% there, and then it like started to pick up, and I was like, maybe, like
Yeah.
the hope flame kindled a little bit, and I was like, so yeah.
Like,
So,
even with my
yeah.
rollout, I kind of had that like attitude, because I started rolling out like our interview and other materials like towards that middle period where we were kind of struggling, and I kind of had that point when, before the numbers started ticking back up again, where you feel like a sports fan, where you get like way too invested in the team, and you're like, if I'd only just cheered harder. It's not your fault, man.
Yeah, right. No, that is 100%, like,
Yeah.
and it becomes that little bit of I don't know, like that bias. It's just like, am I not checking it enough? Is that the problem? Am I not like looking at it enough? Am I not hitting the refresh button enough? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, like as if by looking at it, you can make it go higher. No, I totally get it. Let's see.
Like, I was mentally preparing myself, like you're saying, preparing myself for the worst, because this is only the second Kickstarter I've worked on. The first Kickstarter I worked on was last year, and it crashed and burned.
Oh, no.
So it's like the association was already in my head that, these things don't always work. But pro tip, don't launch a Kickstarter.
Oh. Uh-oh. You frozen.
You
for a sec.
you cut out literally after "don't launch a Kickstarter," and I'm like,
Don't launch, like, ever. Don't
Skip all of this.
ever launch a Kickstarter. It's a bad idea. Sorry, you were saying.
The lesson from that was, don't launch a Kickstarter the day before Election Day.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Yeah. I've been there, done that, and learned that one the hard way as well.
You were like, it was like when Mariah Carey released Glitter the same week that 9/11 happened. It's like,
ooh, yeah.
like what would have been a slap in the face turned into a kick in the balls.
Right. I was gonna say, yeah. I'm sure it was because of 9/11 that tanked.
Yeah. Well, it didn't help. I'm a big bad movie fan. I don't want to. We could talk about that all day. But like, Glitter is one of those movies where like it starts hilariously bad, but then it gets achingly sincere by the final act, and then you just feel bad for laughing. You're like, oh god.
Oh yeah, right.
You actually believe in this crap.
Well, yeah. Everybody's got their narrative. Everybody's got their story
Yeah.
that they tell themselves. So it's a bit of never having seen it. I'm gonna guess just from what you've said, it's kind of like an insight into what her narrative for herself was.
Yeah. Like.
But,
Again, that would just be a whole other conversation. I don't want to derail it, but it's interesting how it manifests in the movie.
Right.
Yeah, like there's literally a scene where
I didn't enjoy hearing about other
I want to see
people's
more of her
projects.
tits, and I'm kind of like, okay, we get it. Yeah.
Yeah. But no, I really enjoyed what other people hearing about what other people were working on, like Aaron and Caroline. Like, does anybody else have any other interesting projects going at the moment?
I'm thinking of a sequel to this, actually, my piece, doing another story with Cameron.
You absolutely should. I mean, that's I've seen people do that, like Christopher Brimmage's story, Closure Inc. He's kind of turning that into like an ongoing thing. My entry into it is, you know, like a little bit of a tie-in into my solo project, The Canon Evangel. So yeah, no, absolutely, run with it, roll with it. That's actually kind of like how my Impure Blood story got started. Was like I was part of a talent search contest kind of thing, and didn't win, but was like, you know what? Come on, let's keep this rolling. Let's go. So
Yeah, this kind of
was
like
it.
reactivated my brain in a way that I really needed. So it's kind of just making me explore my weirder ideas because I can kind of like make that now with like not, you know, beating myself up too much during the creative process.
Right.
Yeah. I
Let's
mean,
see.
like, I hope
Let's
like
see,
building
Andre,
my
you got
sketch
anything
room
else
in
going on
Discord
right now?
hasn't been a problem. I just entered a prolific period.
Right, man. It comes and goes.
Mm.
Yeah. Hey,
Sorry,
Andre, do you got anything else going on right now? Yeah.
did you say my name? Because there is one moment, I'm not sure if I'm the only one who has this problem, but sometimes I get this awful echo from, I guess that maybe because of multiple microphones turned on simultaneously, and it's
I might
kind
be a
of,
slight contributor with that because I have a microphone that's in front of me and then I have speakers behind it, so you might actually be getting the echo from my room slightly. But
Okay.
it might be across the board, but I might be
yeah.
a bigger contributor. Let me adjust that slightly.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
And I mean, we do have a lot of folks coming in. Is it anybody in particular, or is it just kind of like everybody?
Well, mostly you two guys talked, so I heard
Oh, there you go.
only like the problem was only with you, but I didn't have enough time to kind of research it.
Right. I mean,
To
in
like,
fairness, we are probably doing the most of the talking at the moment. So, all right. All right.
This was
All
this
right.
was the problem I ran into with when I was trying to edit me and Nathan's interview because like I totally botched it when it came to balancing the audio, so that took like a bunch of time. So that's why I was kind of delayed getting that out. Sorry about that.
Mhm.
It was the first time I'd actually done something like that, so I kind of just winged it.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was it. But yeah, anyway, I had asked, do you have any other interesting projects going on besides Concrete Arcanum?
I think in August. I'm not sure when the Kickstarter campaign starts, but I am a part of Childless Anthology, and I think that Travis Gabe is
Ah, yeah.
also a part of it. So it's dystopian anthology about the future where there is this weird and cruel law is set, and I don't want to get like deeply into the specifics, but essentially, if married people get a divorce, their children have to be killed. So basically, it's kind of what was the name of the book of Maid's Tale or something like that.
Oh, Handmaid's Tale, yeah.
Oh yeah, Handmaid's Tale.
Terrifying.
So it's kind of, yeah, it's kind of has a similar vibe, and so I have a story set in that deeply disturbing universe where there is this guy who actually you can read three like stories for free. Maybe I can share a link to that later. And yeah, I have a story about the guy who is kind of like a vigilante who tries. He kills parents before they get divorced to save children, because if the parents are dead, the children then transferred to an orphanage, and so he's kind of he chooses children over their parents, and if he discovers that somebody is about to go their separate ways, and therefore their children will be kind of sacrificed, then he gets into it and kills the parents. And so it's kind of pulpy, noirish type of story with
Right.
yeah, something like that.
Right. That's well, it sounds intense. Let's see. I wanted to ask. As Seamus will tell you, I tend to pick up on themes. I like so between that story and your story for Concrete Arcanum, it seems like children and parents are, and parenthood is like maybe a theme for you. Is that a thing, or is it just a coincidence?
I don't know why that happens because the very first stories that got published by Oneshi Press
Mhm.
was also about parenthood. Um, but but I have other stories too. So there was this cryptid anthology, Bump in the Night, by Irish publisher. Uh, then the name escapes me right now. Um, so the anthology didn't reach its goal, but it should be well run again
Right.
sometime in the
Alright.
future.
Alright.
There is like no connection to the parents at all.
Alright.
It's about Brazilian cryptids and that kills a lot of people. You know,
Okay.
I like different stuff, but yeah,
Yeah.
somehow my stories sometimes end up with parents and
Yeah.
their children. I
I
guess.
mean, yeah, nothing wrong with that. Just an observation. Like, I mean, a lot of creators circle around similar themes a lot. I mean, like, how many books has Stephen King put out about parents being shitty to children in a New England town? Like, so,
Yeah,
that's it.
yeah.
Just curious. I mean, and if it's a topic that speaks to you, it's a topic that speaks to you. Um,
I mean,
oh, but I also wanted to say, yeah,
how many
like
books has
when.
Stephen King put out about specifically the guy that hit him with a car?
Yeah,
Yeah,
there you go.
that is
Right,
that is
right,
that is a level of revenge that I think few of us will ever attain.
right. Motherfucker, I'm gonna make you famous. All right,
Yeah.
let's see. All right.
Oh God, what if we traded our best revenge stories? We must have a few.
Oh man. Let's see. Actually, before we get too far from that, I wanted to say, yeah, like if anybody ever has any other projects that they want to signal boosts on, please feel free to post about it in the Concrete Arcanum Discord or in the Facebook page. Like part of the advantage of this is like signal boosting each other, and not just for Concrete Arcanum, but for like all whatever project you happen to be launching. So please, by all means,
Yeah, I was going to ask about that. I'm glad
that
we're
is
going
an
to keep
open
this
source
hunger
for all
going.
y'all.
Mhm.
So, oh man, Isaiah, but best revenge story. That's an interesting topic. I
We
feel
don't
like
have
this
to
should be
talk
more
about
of
that
a
if you
better.
don't want to.
Well, I mean, let's see.
Oh God, we're going.
I feel like this should be more of a like a better never have I ever kind of like
Yeah,
you should all have a
yeah,
cocktail or something like that.
yeah.
Let's see. I don't know.
Plausible
Nobody has to disclose
deniability.
anything they don't want to, but I guess I would say that I try. I I personally am a person that tries to let stuff go. Like life's too short, and I got too much stuff that I want to do. So circling around somebody else is just I don't think in my nature too much. I mean, full disclosure, I am divorced, so I am constantly frustrated by somebody that I used to live with. But I don't feel like, or I don't think I go out of my way to, like get back at them or something like that. I'm a strong believer in the whole living well is your best revenge kind of idea. I think. All right, gonna say.
I feel like I went through a
I
period of that
mean,
with Oh Goody, but like I look back on it and I go, yeah, but I wrote it vague enough where you can like I go for applicability instead of allegory with most of my stuff. So I'm kind of like it could be about that very specific thing that happened to me, or it could just be about something that happened in the reader's life. I don't have to
Right,
shove that
right.
in their face. I like to put in stuff where like I let readers make up their own minds.
Right. And I
Yeah.
mean, I think that's the best way to go about it is like uh like a lot of the things that all of us go through are universally applicable. So yeah, and
I
it's your life experience. They say write what you know, so go for it.
yeah,
Sorry,
right.
Andrea, you're going to say something I wanted to hear.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with this healthy way about like, you know, um, well, not forgiving per se, but letting go, surely.
Yeah.
But then, in case of Stephen King, I guess like when a van crashes into you, it's really hard to forget. Especially, I
Yeah.
guess, when you are on a lot of painkillers and stuff. It really makes you think about, you know, well, not necessarily revenge, but yes, I guess I feel like writers have a very healthy medium to vent, and I'm not sure how healthy it is or how beneficial it is, but it helped me definitely a lot in the past to write about something that I was frustrated about,
Yeah.
and it also gives us unique opportunity to maybe not only kind of solve your
Hmm.
past problem in a fictionary scenario, but also maybe look at it from a different angle and kind of learn a lot about yourself and how you reacted to that thing in the past and what you could have done, and
Right.
eventually it gets easier to kind of uh, let it go and go on with your life.
And
Right.
not to mention, so much writing and fiction and nonfiction is just like kind of filled low key with like revenge from one writer to another writer that they were disagreeing with. So if you're acting like you're better than the masters of the past, you're not really.
Right. Well, and
I
I
mean,
feel like
people
it's a
quote Dante's Inferno like it's scripture, and it's basically him just like, throwing peanuts at the Roman pantheon.
yeah, it's really true. It's I like to say that Dante's Inferno is the world's first self-insert fan fiction.
It's the first fanfic that kind of became canon. It just got accepted as canon, even though that makes no sense.
Right, right. No, I get it.
Yeah.
That's it. I say, Brooke's been quiet. I want to hear from Brooke. Do you have any interesting things to say on this topic, or just life, the universe, and everything in general?
So I've been quiet because I'm celebrating by sticking my feet in the creek right now, which is totally my happy place. So let me know if it's
Yay.
too noisy. No, okay, so I have to agree with Nathan's philosophy on that, and there's better things to spend energy on than revenge, like actively following revenge, and for me anyway. And I think I would call it accidental revenge in my case. That
That's
is
the best kind.
probably my best revenge story. I too was married previously, and my ex-husband was very much into the I want to be a comic writer and I want to do this and I want to do that, and I'm gonna do this story and I'm gonna get it published. And probably 15 years later now, he still has not done that.
Oh, this sounds familiar.
And
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
like
right.
there waiting for
yeah,
it.
right. And I spent a number of years playing small to not encroach on his
Hmm.
vision and his dream. And now I'm out and I'm doing stories, and I'm rather successful at comic conventions, and life is great and it's wonderful. And it's just kind of a little frosting on the top
Hmm.
that yeah, I can do this thing. And
I
yeah,
was gonna
so
say.
it's not an active revenge, it's accidental revenge.
Well, and moving
Right,
back
right.
to
I was
something
gonna
more
say
positive, I feel like
you're in both
all
Concrete Arcanums at this point. So yeah, you're twice
Yep.
published at this point. So well done. Hey, hey, Seth, glad you were able to get back in.
Yes, thank you.
Let's see, we're telling our best stories about healthy revenge. We all seem to be keeping it positive, which I respect. But
which I'm
if
glad
you have
because
a best revenge story
I
of
kind
any
of
kind that you're
accidentally
willing to
suggested this and we're
disclose,
just going with it. So I'm
by
like,
all
oh
means,
god.
hop in.
A healthy revenge story. Jeez, I would
Yeah.
need to,
Mhm.
I guess, take a minute to ponder that.
Well, I can
But
provide an example. It's a short one. Mine was low effort
please,
revenge, which I think is kind of okay. No, low effort, non-violent, non-malicious. Because I had some rival comic artists. They decided they were my rivals out of nowhere because I denied them advertising space on my comic, and that was because their work was the laziest, most misogynist, most unfunny, most racist stuff I'd ever read in my life. And so I'm kind of like, look, I rarely take a stand on this, but I have to literally draw the line somewhere. And so they drew a revenge comic where people did something untoward towards Panda. Nathan, you remember Panda?
Oh, geez, wow.
Yeah,
really?
Panda was the panda who played drums in the band, and I don't want to repeat what they did to him in their comic. But basically, I didn't discover it until a year later, so that shows how effective it was. But then their webcomic disappeared and their domain expired, so I bought it and redirected it to a panda sanctuary for a couple of years. I wrote it off on my taxes as a charity.
Beautiful. Oh, mwah.
And the thing is
that's
that
perfect. Well done.
I did that because I presumed that if they ever went back to that domain, I kind of wanted to have a subtle thing directing it to the panda sanctuary specifically, where I'm like, I want them to know it was me.
Man,
Yeah,
I love that concept of like
Yeah.
diss battles, but in comics. That's pretty cool.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Yeah, and that's
But
just
it's not
so
much of a diss
alien
if you
to me,
don't even
like-
know about it. It's like, come on, man.
Yeah,
Well, that's
but-
awesome.
but-
Yeah.
yeah, that's just so bizarre. Like, I do not get the like. I have so much stuff that I want to make. I totally do not get. Like, I'm going to go through the trouble of making an entire comic about this person or thing that I hate. Like I got my own stuff going on. Like I don't have time for that. So that is just that's bizarre.
Especially
I have
for
a hard
at that time, that was
wrapping
like a
my brain
decade
around that
ago. For
mentality.
creators that didn't have like, we barely had like 3 figures on our like Twitter followers at the time. Like, so they're trying to start like some kind of comics beef. Like nobody knows who we are. Nobody knows what this is about. Nobody cares about this. Why the hell are you doing
Right.
this? I'm not engaging.
You think they were just in for the kayfabe, or
Maybe,
or,
maybe that's that. Now that you bring that up, that is plausible.
I'm just wondering.
Yeah.
That one's a little more like lopsided, I guess. But I was thinking like I remember reading a few years ago, like Grant Morrison on his 7 Soldiers of Victory run. He had like the main villain be some magician with a big beard who looks just like Alan Moore.
Yeah, I remember
Yes.
that.
Like Alan Moore's very publicly
Oh,
said some. So I'm like, that's
We are all just
Oh, go
we
ahead.
are all
sorry.
just bystanders in the wizard battle between Grant Morrison and Alan Moore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
It's a level of nerdery that I have not reached yet, where we're just clashing nerd wizards.
Yeah.
Yeah. I should go to Ren fairs more. Maybe I could get more educated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seamus, you're talking about having the beef with someone who has like 3 followers. Kind of reminded me of a pet peeve of mine in the industry. Like I've met a couple people like this, indie comics creators who have such a bug up their butt about censorship, like inordinately so. It's like, yeah, I'm going to publish my indie comic about sex and violence and drugs, and no one can stop me, no one can censor me. I'm here for free speech. And it's like,
I was that guy, unfortunately.
I'm sorry. So,
I copped to it.
the most popular TV shows on the air right now, I think you can get away with some edgier content and no one will care.
Yeah.
Right.
Secondly, has anybody actually read this comic that's the bastion of free speech?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah.
Right.
Well, you're holding it
Yeah, I
down
think that-
single-handedly.
Yeah.
Okay. So Mallory, while I got you, I've been dying to know. I want to know what the inspiration for your comic was, and like, cause I loved it to death. I want. Could you tell the room, like, give us the quick pitch and where the idea came from?
So the story is about a pack of werewolves, and one of the werewolves' nephew is a furry. And the pack kind of adopts this human furry into their pack to like show them the ropes of what it's really like being a wolf. And it's cute, it's wholesome.
It is very heartwarming. I want to be quick to say it is. It is like this entire pack of badass werewolves like really rallies around their furry nephew. So it is positive. I want to be quick to say, but yeah, go on.
I don't remember a specific point or inspiration. Stuff just weird stuff just pops into my head sometimes. We're all creative people, we understand.
Yeah, you're in a good company here.
A really close friend of mine has become a very popular furry influencer on Instagram. They're kind of touchy about their privacy, so I'm not going to say their name.
Yeah, that's probably smart.
Fair.
But they also published a lot of good press for us on their Instagram with thousands of followers for this comic. So I'm very grateful to them.
Furries protect their own.
Yeah. So like this, I don't know, this might sound condescending or patronizing, and I really don't mean it to, but like I've always like I'm fascinated with telling the stories of people and groups that other parts of society are kind of afraid of. Like, you know, there's all this. I don't know if we're trying to keep the live stream PG. Bullpucky on
Flummery and Pshaw.
Yes.
Balderdash.
On Fox News and such about, you know, oh God, the furries are taking over the elementary schools and corrupting your children. It's like, no, they're not.
Yeah.
I'm friends with furries. They like run around at conventions and vape too much. Like that's pretty much it.
I had a similar experience recently at the at OMSI, the Museum of Art and Science here in Portland, and because they had a big Pride event and they had like a bunch of drag queen showcases, and they're interacting with the kids. There's just kids running around getting photos with the drag queens left and right, and I thought to myself, like, you know, talk radio and news, like cable news, try to create, like, you know, try to demonize drag queens, and I'm like, these are like superheroes for kids. I would feel much better about like a kid show hosted by drag queens than like something with a clown, for God's sake.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I've got a story for that one. This is 100% real. I swear to God.
I love it already. I just want to say we are T-minus 15 minutes on the campaign.
Oh,
so,
and we are at 13,151.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
I got to see the green bar go over like the funding limit like yesterday. That was so awesome.
Oh God!
I know. I was actually checking it, and I saw it tick up.
Yeah. Wait, well done.
Yeah, Mallory, go on.
Oh, I just woke up, so I
No, I'm sorry.
haven't dolled myself up, but I am trans. I frequently, you know, go out in a wig and makeup. A couple months ago, I also started working as aid. One of the issues this school has had is kids fight in the restrooms a lot.
Yeah.
So they needed someone to literally guard the restrooms and make sure that there aren't any fights going on in there. So for a couple weeks last year, my actual literal job that I was hired and paid for was to be the trans woman loitering outside the restrooms in an elementary school.
Weirdly specific, like, job description.
It's me. I'm the one they're looking for.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that is amazing.
And for what it's worth, like, I kind of have embraced like being a casual cross-dresser, so not trans but trans adjacent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Since I lost weight, I look damn good in a pleated skirt, may I say.
I was noticing the nails. Well done, sir or ma'am.
Well, that's been a thing for years. It's just I kind of made it official.
Very good, very good. All right, let's see.
That kind of gave me the courage to finally do a story with Cameron, actually, because I knew Cameron was going to be trans non-binary from the beginning, but there's always that, concern whether you're going to do it right or do it wrong. I just kind of made Cameron a person, and I made her like me and all of my other friends who are trans or cis, where we're all just a bunch of gremlins who just don't take care of ourselves when we're working from home, and we just eat too much ramen and just never wear pants.
Right. Nice.
Yeah.
And I would love to see where you go with that. Actually, like I was kind of reading it. And, like, this is a webcomic that I would absolutely read. So yeah, please.
I don't know. I
Please do.
think little vignettes kind of work with it. Like the one I'm thinking of that would kind of be a sequel, I think it would be longer just because I don't have the format restriction that this had. So I could kind of stretch my legs a little bit. But at the same time, like my webcomics can easily get unwieldy because I would just make them up as I went along. I would prefer telling something like very tight and concise, and it's about like this one thing. Like we're talking about thematic stuff, like the story I'm thinking, it would basically be like a metaphor for a breakup, but it's with a monster, you know, like that, because I think with Cameron, I would have to tell very human stories, but they just they only happen to be the only human around.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that would be great.
Yeah.
Let's see. Are they going to break up with the monster that was across the hall then, or is that going to become a thing?
No. Oh God, I might have to give them a name at this point. And it's not that they're non-binary; it's just that their concept of gender doesn't apply to anything that we would understand. So it's just literally beyond our comprehension. But while the story, the title I have for it is The Trash Witch, and the Trash Witch is Cameron's ex, and they just only come out at night, and they just kind of skitter about a little bit, just trying to find little bits of trash in the neighborhood, like for spells that they're going to cast. And so it's like, there's this very specific cryptid monster that is talking about this one thing, and Cameron's like, no, like, don't tell me about the spell that you're trying to cast tonight. Like, why the hell are you around my apartment? I told you not to come around here again. Like,
nice.
Yeah.
Very fun. Let's see.
Trash. Like, really? You know, so it just becomes a very real conversation in this ridiculous circumstance.
Right on. All right, kids, we're down to the last 10 minutes here, so I don't want to interrupt or anything, but no, this just really enjoying talking to all y'all. Let's see, Aaron, I wanted to give you a chance to speak. I want to hear what else you're working on, because you also do like games and such. So, like, do you have a project that's live right now? Am I remembering that correctly, or what are you working on?
I don't have any projects that are live right now. I'm mostly doing, like I said, some for hire stuff.
That's all right. That's fun too.
I recently published a couple of playbooks for Masks: A New Generation, which is like a superhero game.
Nice. Yeah, what kind of gaming stuff did you do again? Please remind me.
Tabletop RPGs.
Okay, thank you.
So yeah, I got my start with like D&D and stuff, and then over time started doing more indie type stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think I mentioned my best friend recently dragged me into their Pathfinder campaign, so we haven't done that in a while. I'm kind of sad, like, because I was kind of getting into it.
Mm-hmm. All right, got a hot button issue to ask then. What's your favorite edition?
Of D&D?
Yeah.
I'm a 4th edition girly is the thing. I think, I like I like 5e fine, but I really liked the like gridded tactical combat where I liked that like it was interesting to play if you didn't have magic. Like the warlord class was really, really cool, where it's like you actually got the feeling of like being a character who is a good strategist was a viable thing to play in game.
Right.
Like you in most tabletop, like in most I mean D&D in general, but like tabletop games also, for a lot of strategy games, you can't really play like, I don't know, the Cyclops type character where your real power is that you're good at like figuring out fights.
I was gonna say that edition sounds like it might appeal to me because the playing style I like is like, even if a game has specific rules, I like to act like they're not the boss of me. I like to act like I'm in control.
That's most D&D games I've ever
Yeah,
played.
yeah, yeah.
I don't know about anybody else, but yeah. No, like I was actually a little surprised that, at least to my knowledge, the Warlord class did not carry over to 5e because yeah, you nailed it on the head. Like I loved the idea of like having like a class that was like a team leader type, you know, like that was like the master strategist and what have you. So yeah, I'll second that. That's but yeah, no, like if like World of Warcraft or if you like World of Warcraft or MMOs, MMORPGs, then yeah, like fourth edition would be a great jumping on point in D&D for you because it came out about shortly after World of Warcraft came out and the whole MMORPG fad took off. So like the Wizards of the Coast very much tried to emulate that play style in a TTRPG, you know, and again, like with most TTRPGs I've ever been a part of, like how much or little role playing you like to insert is, yeah, is up to the individual parties.
Can I say, like, slightly role-playing adjacent, what was such a thrill about the Deltarune playthrough taking off is that it is kind of the license for me. Like, because I can kind of voice act, but I can only really do impressions. I have a hard time coming up with original characters. So basically, every voice I did in Deltarune was a well-applied impression, and I just kind of went for it like you normally would with acting. And people seem to like that. Like after I got monetized, my first super chat came from a blind viewer who like said that so much commentary with so many Let's Plays was so all over the place. Like the fact that I took it seriously like an audiobook, they really liked that. I was like super
Nice.
flattered.
Yeah, I have heard that like bad impersonations are a great way to you know, get into voice acting and what have you. So like, if that's
Yeah,
the
like
case,
one
I'm
villain
all
is
over
basically
that.
my Eartha Kitt impression. Like if she had had more scenes, she only had one scene that I recorded, but like I would have made it more clear during the recording. I would have like, pull the lever, Kronk. This is basically the voice I went with. You should not be around my daughter.
I do actual plays also, like
Oh
tabletop
yeah.
RPG actual
There you go.
plays, and one of my characters in this game, Cyber Rats, I basically played uh, a swarm of psychic rats in a dress that I portrayed as basically Eartha Kitt.
You know what that makes me think of? Like, because the psychic rats, they're kind of a collective that just happen to sound like Eartha Kitt. Like, do I have that right?
Yeah.
Okay, it kind of reminds me, like, when people re-examine Vincent D'Onofrio in Men in Black, because his performance is, like, so good in that movie that you watch that and you think, oh, yeah, that's exactly how, like, a guy who's, like, inhabited by an alien bug monster would move and talk. Like, of course he would sound like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not until you say that out loud that you're like, wait, what?
Yeah, it was good. So while we have Shaunak here, you were the Shaunak, you were the other person I wanted to kind of poke about the inspiration for your story. So I noticed both with that, with your Concrete Arcanum story, and with some of the stuff that you sent me for the Creator Compendium, like music and theater really seem to be an influence for you. Is that intentional or is that a coincidence as well?
No, the music ones are solo cartoons that I just one day started scribbling into, and they developed into a series. Otherwise, I have a poor music ear for any sort of music. I prefer
All right.
silence or a kitten mewing in my show near me. And the theater story was born because I'm following a particular page on the history of Indian theater and Indian films.
Oh,
And
fantastic.
yeah, so I was just thinking of those days, then how technology ate up my job. So, and in those days, the movies ate up the theater people jobs, and so the
Right.
cycle continues. And one fine day, you showed up, and you said, "Okay, I want a story," and then I put X and Y and Z together and created one. So that's it.
Fair enough. Yeah, I liked it a lot. It was funny, but also very kind of heartbreaking. And that, like, I don't know if like anybody else read it. It was about a vampire that was an actor who got turned into a vampire, and but then buried for several decades and kind of lost their mind. And so that was like not a lot of stuff. Not a lot of stuff makes me both laugh and sad at the same time. So I was like very impressed by that. That was amazing.
Oh, you should read more Irish literature. You will laugh.
Yeah, fair. True. Let's see. Oh, and we are down
100
to
seconds.
100 seconds, kids.
Yes.
So I'll say this is it. Looks like, unless something dramatic happens in the next 90 seconds, we're topping out at 13,276. So
I just looked at the previous volume. Are we actually like a higher margin over the goal than the first Concrete Arcanum was?
yeah, yes. In short, yes. Let's see. The first one short version of a longer story. I spent way too much on online advertising with the first one that did not pay out. So on this one, I was relying much more on organic reach, and it definitely paid off. So kudos and thank you to all y'all who I've been watching. I've been seeing all the posts on social media. I've been seeing all you guys pushing stuff, and I have not been it has not been lacking. So wow, you guys have been
Ladies,
great.
gentlemen, and everything in between, it has been an honor serving with you.
There you are.
Yeah. Thank you for having me on both Concrete Arcanums. That was the first comic I ever had published.
No, I'm flattered,
Me too.
and I
This is
mean,
my
you
first
make
one
me
since
laugh.
2019. I needed to do this. Thank you, Nathan.
Absolutely, yeah. No, you guys make me laugh. Got a great crew here. All right, we're down to 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
1.
Done.
Happy New
Locked in. We
Year!
are going to print.
All right.
Break out the liquor.
Right. That's the ball game, kids. Like I said, 233 backers pledged $13,276 to make this project come together, and I couldn't have done any of it without all of you guys. So thank you so much. Let us please, whatever happens, let's please keep in touch. Several of you have got retailer tiers. I will be getting that out to you. I will be in touch regarding fulfillment and getting you your boxes of books and what have you. So no worries there. But this is please, as I said earlier, continue to use the Discord and Facebook groups as to promote your own things and let us signal bounce. Part of this is wanting to build a community. Comic creation is a very solo and isolating kind of thing. So the more contact we have with each other and building those networks is always advantageous to all of us. So
My story,
I think I can
dropping it on my
honestly
Patreon by
say-
itself first thing tomorrow. So I'm gonna keep the ball rolling. Sorry, Brooke, I cut you off. Please go.
I think I can honestly say on behalf of all of the other creators, thank you, Nathan, for being the ringleader of this project and bringing all of the creators together and bringing this thing to life. So,
Here.
contrary to what you may believe, you are a leader of people.
Okay. It's
Warlord.
gonna take me a minute. To wrap my brain around
take a
that
breath.
one, but thank you.
Have a drink. But yes, thank you.
He took it literally.
Go!
All right.
I
This
finished my
has been
coffee,
glorious.
so I can't do the same thing.
Right. This has been glorious. All right. Let's see. Oh, I don't want to keep anybody. Let's see if you have other things that you need to get to today. Feel free to stay on as long or as short as you want if you need to go. That's cool. This has been glorious. I couldn't do any of this without you guys.
And we couldn't have done this
Thank
without
you,
you.
man.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. Bye, Brooke. Sounds like you're signing off.
So
There you
same
go.
to me. Have a
Yeah,
good
all
day.
right.
Keep in touch, all of you.
Yep.
Very
Waiting
good.
for Concrete Arcanum
Yeah.
3.
It was nice talking to everyone.
Okay, all right.
Let's stress about
one
this
thing at a
again in
time.
a
One
year.
thing at a time. Oh,
Bye.
all right. Take it easy. Thank you for joining. Thank you all. Aaron, a pleasure. And Seth, yeah, you up for number 3?
Yeah, definitely, dude.
Bye.
Well,
Sure.
absolutely. Bye.
See you
All
later,
right.
man.
And all right. And have a good rest of your day. And thank you for anybody who's watching on YouTube. Have a good one.